Besinga-Sarmiento, and I'm going to show you how to make tomato, basil, and garlic sauce with homemade egg pasta noodles. So we're first going to start with the noodles. We're going to need 250 grams of flour, some salt, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 whole eggs, and 1 egg yolk. We're going to make sort of a well for the flour. Okay, so we're going to separate the egg white with the egg yolk first. Okay, so now after I've beaten the 2 whole eggs and the egg yolk, I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Before I put the flour here, I already added 1/4 teaspoon of salt a while ago. So you mix your dry ingredients first and your wet ones before you put them all in together. So I'm just going to make sure my well is sturdy. Okay, you just have to do this circular motion while gradually incorporating your flour into the egg and oil mixture. Turn out like this, and all you need to do is just mold them together into one big piece of dough. So the dough is going to turn out like this. And then after you've incorporated them together, you form a ball and then put it in the fridge. Let it sit there for about an hour or more so that the dough will relax. And then you have to constantly put some pressure on it. I have here a pasta maker. Okay. This is just easy to operate. It's not electric. So you just have to fold it in like that. You do this several times. And then when you think that the flour and the eggs and the oil is already incorporated into each other and medyo it won't tear apart anymore, then you start adjusting the thickness. So we're going to put it in the spaghettini cutter. It's good to put some flour on it para hindi siya masistick. Yan. So we're going to end up with this. Yay! Our very own homemade pasta noodles. Yan. Flour them a bit, dust them with flour so that they don't stick to each other. Okay? Okay. I have with me here already boiled water. Put a little bit of oil. And some salt. Okay, so after 3 to 5 minutes, check for the tenderness. If it's al dente, pwede na siya. So after we cook the pasta, we run it through cold water so that the cooking will stop. So we set it aside, and now we're going to start working on our sauce. What we'll need for the sauce is tomatoes, lots of it, fresh basil, garlic, and cheese. Okay. So just mince the garlic. I love garlic, but not too much of it though. Kasi if you have too much garlic, it can be a bit too spicy. What's so good also about this pasta sauce is it's made up of just vegetables. Now, I love my meat when I eat, but when my husband and I made this recipe, I was a bit skeptic that I was going to like it since it's really made up of vegetables only. But it's really, really good. It's one of our specialties. Since it's a tomato-based sauce and there's no meat in it, it's good to put in a lot. You can never have too much of the tomatoes. It's going to be your meat. So don't chop them up into 2 small pieces because you want your guests or whoever is eating, your family members, to be able to eat some chunks in the pasta to compensate for the absence of meat, what they're normally used to. So how do you chop up your basil? You do a chiffonade. Okay, so how do you do a chiffonade? Pile the basil leaves on top of each other, roll them out like so, okay, and just chop it up diagonally. I love the smell of fresh basil. Bango. Bango, bango, bango. You just keep doing this until you're done. Okay, so now we're going to cook the sauce. Since you have fresh ingredients, you don't have to take too long to cook it. You want to be able to taste the freshness of the tomatoes and the basil. So this is a preheated pan. We're going to pour in a generous amount of olive oil because ito yung base mo. This is the base of your sauce. Don't get scared. This is a healthy oil. So it's already heated. Let me first start with the garlic. So check if it's already alright. It's hot enough. One of the best smells in the kitchen is garlic cooking in olive oil. Yummy. Okay, next is your tomatoes. Okay, yan. Aamoy ko na. So, the tomato is sort of cooked. Now we're going to put in our freshly chopped fresh basil. Medyo cooked na yung tomatoes and basil. Now I'm going to put in the cheese. If you notice, I didn't put salt and pepper a while ago kasi the cheese is salty. So later on, after the cheese has incorporated well into the sauce, saka na lang natin adjust with salt and pepper. So this is quick melting cheese. When I make this for my friends, they love the cheesiness of this sauce. So I'm gonna leave a little bit for garnish later on. And as you can see, the cheese is already melting quickly because it's quick melting cheese. Yan. With some salt. And pepper. A little bit more salt. And it's done. We are done. When I cook food, I make sure that I imagine myself eating it. Okay? Para friendly to the eater yung aking food. So because I like pasta coated with sauce, I do that. Right? And I don't want yung masyadong elaborate kasi nakaka-intimidate kainin. So, now I'm going to plate it. Just going to pile it up on this plate. And this is something that my husband and I can eat. Diba? Pile it up like that. Mukha siyang bountiful harvest. Ready. Okay, and top it with more cheese. Yum. Okay, so there you have it. My tomato, basil, and garlic pasta with homemade egg pasta noodles. Bon appetit!